And the Indian Sports Network is on the air. Good afternoon, everybody. This is Kenny Masterson coming to you live from Elsberry, Missouri, where we are just about to see a varsity softball game between the visiting Montgomery County Wildcats and your hometown Elsberry Lady Indians. I guess it'd be Lady Wildcats. Anyway, coming off the heels of last night's victory, I'm hoping that the Lady Indians can bring some of that high flying game with them tonight. Um, they, if you missed it, go back and watch it. It was a heck of a game. But tonight, different game. Montgomery County's here. Montgomery County is 10-7 on the season, and with Elsberry being 9-6, so they've played two more games. And the all-time record, well, I say all-time between Elsberry and Montgomery County over the last 10 years is Elsberry 6 games, Montgomery County 4 games. The streak is Elsberry's won the last two games. Elsberry's this year has had 7.3 runs per game, with Montgomery County having 6.5 runs per game. Elsberry has 5.5 runs against them in each game, and Montgomery County 5.9. And their Elsberry's winning percentage for the season is 60%, and Montgomery County 58.8. So it is pretty darn close. And so I'm going to go over the starting lineups here for the visiting Montgomery County Wildcats. Batting first is going to be number 13, Brooklyn Fisher, and she is the pitcher. Batting second, number 1, Sam Queetham, catcher. Batting third, number 6, Ashley Queetham, and she is a shortstop. Batting fourth, number 2, Renee Fink, or Finky, and she is a right field. Batting fifth, number 8, Haley Johnson, center field. Batting sixth, number 9, Andrea Knapp, and she is left field. Batting seventh, number 7, Addison Massey. She is playing second base. Batting eighth, number 18, Selena Allen, designated player. And batting ninth is number 21, Carissa Doyle, and she is first base. Number 17 is Cassidy Delosier. She's a flex player, and she is playing third base. Head coach for Montgomery County is Audra Heimer, assisted by Rochelle Falloon. Now, the starting lineup for your Elsberry Lady Indians. Batting first, number 9, Tyra Henderson, shortstop. Batting second, number 13, Emma Flaster, second base. Pitching, batting third, number 15, Kylie Kinsler. Batting fourth, number 19, Morgan Jones, first base. Batting fifth, number 12, Bella Mozzie, designated player. Batting sixth, number 3, Peyton Robinson, and she is at third base tonight. Batting seventh, number 20, Kelsey Flaster, and she is in left field. Batting eighth, number 16, Mackenzie Gladney, catching. Batting ninth, number 2, Tiny Henderson, and she's in center field. The flex player is Abby Jenkins, and she'll be out in right field. And let's go ahead and get a commercial in here while they're doing the out there with the umpires at home plate. So let's do a quick commercial in here.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, we are back, and as you can see, the Elsberry girls have taken the field in preparation for the top of the first inning. And their Montgomery County's first batter is going to be number 13, Brooklyn Fisher, the pitcher. We have Kylie Kinsler on the mound tonight. Well, I guess you can't call it a mound. Got Kylie Kinsler inside the circle. How's that? And so far this year, Kylie is she's pitched 51 innings in 12 games. And she's faced 266 batters, thrown 812 pitches. Her win-loss record is 3-3. That doesn't seem updated. I have to look into that. That's only 6 games. But she's allowed 76 hits, 58 runs, but only 38 of those have been earned runs. So we have Brooklyn Fisher up to bat. She bats from the left side. A little bit of a delay. Had a ball trying to escape the park. Looks like everybody's ready now. Kylie's twiddling the ball out there, and here's her first pitch, and it is a call strike. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Ball hit right back to the pitcher, and she couldn't get it. And Emma Flaster was right there, second base, picked it up and threw it over. So 4-3 put out for the first out of the inning. Brings up number 1, Sam Queetham, their catcher. She bats from the right side. Foul tip right back here at my head. Strike 1. Try to get this camera adjusted to where I can see both first and third base. There's a hard hit ball into left field, and it gets past Emma. It gets past Kelsey Flaster. And they almost had her at second base, and they got that ball thrown in quick. And she rounded second trying to get to third. And they got that ball over there real quick to Flaster, and she almost had her. But with 1 out, Sam Queetham got a double, and now it brings up Ashley Queetham. I'm willing to bet either a cousin or a sister. And there's a foul tip over the fence behind us. Strike 1. She's number 6, Ashley Queetham, and she is the shortstop. Number 6 plays position 6. Hits the ball hard to second base, over to Morgan, and over to first base, and she is out. And quick throw over to third. It did advance the runner. So with 2 outs, we have Renee Finke up to bat. She's our right fielder. There's a foul ball down over to the right side. Strike one. Softly hit ball to first or to second base and over to first in time for the out. So all three putouts there were a 4-3 putout. And so Montgomery County leaves one on with one hit, a double by Sam Queetham, and there is no score halfway through the first inning. Let's take a break.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Okay, we are back for the home team half of the first inning. Okay, what just happened there? First batter up for Elsberry leading off is Tyra Henderson, number 9, shortstop. She takes ball one. There's a call, strike one on the outside corner. Tyra this year is batting a respectable 370. There's ball two. There's a foul ball back behind us. Strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball outside, 3-2. Tyra's working this pitcher. 3 balls, 2 strikes for the leadoff batter. And there's a walk. So leadoff walk for Elsberry, and it brings up Emma Flaster, number 13, second base. Emma Flaster's batting .220 so far this season with 50 at-bats. There's ball one. One ball, no strikes. And there goes Tyra. And the ball is thrown into outfield, but center fielder was right there ready for it, so Tyra couldn't go any farther. especially since she was sitting on her rear end out there on second base after sliding in. So, runner in scoring position, nobody out, 1 ball, 1 strike on Emma Flaster. Ball hit right back to the pitcher, throws over to first, and that moves Tyra over to third. So, sacrifice ground ball by Emma Flaster moves Tyra Henderson into scoring position at third base with 1 out, brings up Kylie Kinsler. And Kylie, along with Tyra last night, were just blasting the heck out of this ball. There's a call, strike 1. Kylie's batting .312 this year. There's call, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Quickly 0-2, 1 out, 1 runner on third base. There's ball 1. There's a foul tip back here to the fence. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nice little cool breeze here blowing. Really sunny, not a cloud in the sky. I don't think there's a cloud in the state of Missouri tonight. 2-2. After 0-2, Kylie's fought back to 2-2. The sun itself is warm, but the breeze is cool. It is a beautiful evening out here. It's not hardly even the evening yet. It's only 5 after 5. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's 2 outs with Tyra Henderson down at third, and she really wants to come home. She wants to cross that plate, not have to walk across the field diagonally. Brings up Morgan Jones, number 19. Morgan is batting .378 this year. There's ball 1. One ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Foul tip, straight back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tyra Henderson on third base, 60 feet away from a run. Ball high, 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. See what this pitch is. There's a call, strike. Full count, 2 outs. So Tyra will be off with this pitch. They can't lead in softball, but with the pitch, she'll be off. And there is a call, strike 3. So Tyra leads off with a walk, but it was all for naught. They got her over to third base, but that was all that could happen. So at the end of 1 inning, we still have no score.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, leading off this inning is number 8, Haley Johnson, center field. Swing and a miss, strike one. We're playing her pretty much straight away. There's ball one. She squares up to bunt, and the ball comes back here to me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Brings up number 9, Andrea Knapp. Knapp? I imagine it's just Knapp. Probably the K silent. She's their left fielder. And she takes a call strike. Ball one. Ball hit hard out into right field. Throw is into first, and it gets past first base, but she doesn't try to run any farther. It's Abby Jenkins out in right field. She fielded it clean and then threw the ball off a little bit. So we have Addison Massey up. There's a call strike on her. She's their second baseman. Ball hit up the middle into center field. Tiny Henderson grabs it and throws it over to shortstop at second base. So with 1 out, Montgomery County now has runners on first and second after 2 base hits. Brings up number 18, Selena Allen, their designated player. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. That is 2 outs. Brings up number 21, Carissa Doyle, first base. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. There's strike 1. She tried to check her swing but couldn't do it. High fly, foul ball, going out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Kylie getting signals from the dugout. Ball hit right back to the pitcher, and she fumbles it, and everybody is safe. That's very unusual for Kylie Kinsler to fumble a ball like that. So now with the bases loaded, brings up top of the batting order, number 13, Brooklyn Fisher. She grounded out to second base her first time up. High fly ball out into center. Oh, left fielder Flaster had it, and it bounced off her glove. So a base clearing triple for Brooklyn Fisher there. So Montgomery County strikes first, 3 runs. So now we have runners on. There's a high fly ball in the center field. Tiny is there and has it for the third out. So 3 hits, 3 runs. And the score at the end, after the 1.5 innings, the score is Montgomery County 3, Elsberry nothing.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the megabanks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust, Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, we are back for the home half of the second inning. And little defensive flubs there, and Montgomery County gets on the scoreboard with 3 runs. Easy little ball that Kylie should have had and didn't. And a fly ball out into left center that was a little more difficult, but it did bounce off of Kelsey's glove, Kelsey Flaster's glove. But either way, it's over. They got the 3 outs. They got 3 runs, but now here's their chance to come back and get some runs. So leading off the bottom half of the second inning for Elsberry is number 12, Bella Mozzie, their designated player. Bella Mozzie's batting 171 so far this year. There's call strike 1. There's strike 2. Brooklyn Fisher, their pitcher's really tossing those things in there hot. There's ball 1. Ball 2. Ball 3. So after an 0-2 count, Bellamazzi's worked it back to a 3-2 count. Full count to lead off. Foul ball down the third base line. Remains full count, 3-2. One thing I didn't point out, I noticed it before the game, Montgomery County's pitcher is left hand. I don't see that too awful much. Hit by the pitch. Bellamazzi takes one in the knee. So, leadoff runner on for Elsberry brings up Peyton Robinson. Number 3, third base. And Peyton is batting .231 so far this year. Peyton with her trademark hair bow. There's ball one. Sometimes when a pitcher hits a batter, it'll shake him up a little bit. Foul tip, strike one. And there's call strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bellamazzi down on first base. Nobody out. High fly ball in the infield, third base. All right. She missed that. But they did get it. I guess they don't have the infield fly rule here in softball. Shortstop missed that ball. So Peyton Robinson is on now, and they were able to throw Bellamazzi out at second. Brings up Kelsey Flaster, left field. She squares the bunt. The ball is dropped, and everybody's running. And very controversial call there. Peyton Robinson was called out at third. And Coach Levi is not at all in agreement with that. So the result of the play is Kelsey Flaster is on first base, and Peyton Robinson was thrown out at third. So, with 2 outs and Kelsey Flaster on first base, Mackenzie Gladney is up to bat now. Ball low. Gladney is batting .216 so far this year. Swing and a miss. Strike one. There's a strike on the outside corner. foul ball back to the left side. Remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kelsey Flaster down on first. Mackenzie Gladney the batter. There's ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 1 runner on. Score is 3-0, Montgomery County over Elsberry. Bottom of the 2nd inning. There's a foul ball over to the right side. Still 2-2. Ball high. So, full count on Mackenzie Gladney with Kelsey Flaster down on first base. If she gets on, Tiny Henderson's up next. And there's ball 4. All right. So here's Tiny Henderson up to bat. And I still say she is the hardest batter to get out. She's the hardest to pitch to. Not going to say the hardest batter to get out. She's the hardest to pitch to on this entire team. Gladney at first and Kelsey Flaster at second. There's a call, strike 1. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball 2. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Bottom of the 2nd. There's a bunt. First base, second base was right there for that. They played that well all the way. So 2 runners left on. Nobody scored. And so we're going to the top of the 3rd inning. The score is 3-0 Montgomery County over Elsberry.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
Okay, as we go into the top of the 3rd inning with the score of 3-0 Montgomery County over Elsberry. Montgomery County brings up number 6, Ashley Queetham, shortstop. She grounded out to second base her first time up. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball hit to short, and Tyra knocked it down. Was not able to get it. She made a good throw over there, but was not able to get it over in time. So base hit for Ashley Queetham. Montgomery County gets their leadoff runner on. Brings up number 2, Renee Finke, right field. And right field is her initials. And she squared up to bunt, missed it, and Ashley Queetham she took off for second and made it down there. So swing and a miss, strike 2. 2 strikes on Renee Finke. Ball hit to Tyra, and she gets it over to first in time with that cannon she has for her right arm. It does advance Ashley Queetham to third base, though. Brings up Haley Johnson. She struck out her first time up. Hard hit ball into center field, and Tiny is back there, but Ashley Queetham scores that run. So that makes the score 4-0. That brings up Andrea Knapp. She hits the ball to third base. Bad throw over to first. And she is on. So the defense for Elsberry is definitely hurting them tonight. Number 7, Addison Massey is up, second base. Ball 1. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball low. 2-2, 2 outs. Runner on first. Full count. Payoff pitch coming here with 1 runner on. And they called that a ball. All right. So number 18, Selena Allen. She struck out her first time up. Ball is low. Montgomery County has runners on first and second. 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd inning. There's a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ball low. 2 balls, 1 strike. There's a foul ball back behind us. Evens the count at 2-2. Batter stays alive with a foul tip. Still 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, so halfway through the third inning, Montgomery County tags another runner on, so the score is now 4-0. They also left 2 runners on that time. 4-0, Montgomery County over Elsberry halfway through the third inning.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, for the third inning, Elsberry's going to bring up their leadoff batter, Tyra Henderson. And she walked her first time up. So Tyra needs to get something going here. Still a lot of time left in this game, but they don't want to wait too long. Montgomery County's kind of chipping away, getting a couple runs here and there. This ball hit to short. Throw over to first, and she is out. Ground out to shortstop. So with 1 out, Emma Flaster is up to bat. She grounded out to the pitcher her first time up. Ball 1. Ball hit right to first base. And that's 2 outs. Brings up Kylie Kinsler. Struck out her first time up. Girls can't seem to find their bats tonight. They've had a couple of defensive errors that were costly. And now they can't seem to find their bats. Ball 1. There's a fair ball hitting down the first base line, and right fielder's over there. Gets to it in time, holds Kylie to a 2-out single. Brings up number 19, Morgan Jones. Again, she's at the top of the averages for batting for this team at 378 coming into this game. So 2 outs. Kylie Kinsler's on first. Swing and a miss, strike 1. There's a call, strike 2. And that ball hit off the pitcher's thigh and got past the catcher, and Kinsler's down on second now on a wild pitch. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Morgan. Kinsler's down in scoring position now. There's the ball outside, 2-2. And a call strike 3. Outside the strike zone, but it was called strike 3. So, one runner left on, no runs, one hit. Like I said, one runner left on, and we go into the 4th inning. The score is Montgomery County 4, Elsberry nothing.
Fans, when you attend a high school game, do you stand at attention during the national anthem? Do you cheer a good play by the opposing team? If your team loses, do you take it well in stride? If you have answered yes to any of those questions, you are showing positive examples of sportsmanship. Don't forget that when you attend high school events, young eyes are watching you for examples of acceptable behavior. By making a conscientious effort, you'll be helping our students grow into better citizens. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Hey, hon, what are you doing up so early?
Oh, I'm just getting ready to take care of some stuff with the bank.
The bank? I surely hope you're going to get dressed first. You'd get some pretty weird luck showing up in your robe and fuzzy slippers.
I'm not going to the bank. I'm doing it all right here from home using...
All right. Batter ran up here instead of walking up. So we have number 21, Carissa Doyle, first base, first is up. She takes ball 1. Here's a foul ball. Goes back into the baseball field. 1 ball, 1 strike on Carissa Doyle. Here's ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 on the leadoff batter. Swing and a miss, strike 3. All right, so 1 out. The top of the 4th inning for Montgomery County. That brings up the top of their lineup, Brooklyn Fisher. Her last time up, she had a base-clearing triple with scored 3 runs. There's ball 1. There's a strike 1. One and one on Fisher. Ball hit to second base, quickly over to first, and 2 outs. Brings up Sam Queetham. She flied out to center field her second time up. First time up, she got a double. First pitch is a ball. High fly ball out into center field, and it is gone. So a double her first time up, fly it out to second, a second time up, and now a solo home run. And That makes the score 5-0. That brings up number 6, Ashley Queetham. Their shortstop. She reached on a single her second time up, or last time up, however you want to phrase it. Time called. All right, now they're ready. There's the pitch, call, strike. Swing and a miss. Had to appeal to first base. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Ball came skipping in, ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Foul ball down the third base line. Out of play. Remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. She got every bit of that one, though. It just went foul. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So, halfway through the 4th inning, Montgomery County adds another run with a home run by Sam Queetham. And we are going to the bottom of the 4th.
Bank and Trust online banking and bill pay service. I can check our account balances, transfer money, make a loan payment, and even pay bills, all from the comfort of my pajamas. Best of all, it's free.
Banking in your pajamas. Now, if we could only get the grocery store to deliver.
Start banking online today by visiting us online at www.pbtc.net. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
All right, leading off for the 4th inning is number 12, designated player Bella Mozzie. She was hit by the pitch on her first time up. And was thrown out on a fielder's choice. Thrown out at second on a fielder's choice. Call, strike 1. Call, strike 2. There's a hit into left field, and throws into second base. And Bella Mozzie is on with a leadoff single. That brings up Peyton Robinson, third base. There's a little hit, and the catch is made by the pitcher. She dove for that ball and got it. Good play there for Brooklyn Fisher. She's paying for that with dirt. More dirt inside of her uniform, I think, than outside of her uniform. Anyway, brings up Kelsey Flaster, left field with one out, and Bellamazzi on first. Ball hit past second base. They were playing way in. And Bellamazzi's on her way to third. And she's safe at third, and Kelsey Flaster runs on to second on the play. So with one out, Elsberry now has runners at second and third, and Mackenzie Gladney up to bat. Call strike one on Gladney. Ball hit and out of the infield. One run is in. The throw was to home. The pitcher fell down. I'm hoping she's got a smile on her face. I'm hoping she's just laughing embarrassed. I'm hoping she's not hurt. They're gonna check out on her. But in the meantime, Gladney runs on to second base. So let's get this score on here. I also need to change it to the bottom of the fifth inning. I missed that. All right, so the score is now 5-1, and we have Mackenzie Gladney on second. Actually, we have a runner for her, and I believe that is Lily Smith. And Kelsey Flaster is at third base with one out, and Tiny Henderson at the plate. She grounded out to second her first time up. They are playing her way in. First pitch was ball, high and outside. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball two. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 runners on, 1 out. Lily Smith on second and Kelsey Flaster on third. Tiny Henderson up to bat. Foul ball down to third base side. Count is 2-2. There's ball outside. So full count on Tiny. Full count. Here's the pitch. And ball 4. All right, brings up her sister Tyra. All right. We have bases loaded, 1 out. Tyra Henderson up to bat. And Montgomery County says they want to talk about it. So if Tyra can do something, we have Emma Flaster in the warming up in the batter's box, warm-up circle, whatever you want to call it. On deck circle. But Right now, there's bases loaded, and top of the lineup is up for Elsberry. We are in the bottom of the fourth inning. 5-1, Montgomery County over Elsberry right now. Elsberry is threatening. There's a high. It's in the infield, and it is caught. The throw is home. And that ball was thrown past home plate, and Kelsey Flaster came in to score. So Tiny's down at second base. Let's see, Tyra is out on the at bat. She flew out to center field. So that's 2 outs. Lily Smith is on third. There's a foul ball down the first base line. So that's strike 1 on Emma Flaster. Had that been about 3 feet to the left, that would have been 2 more runs. But it wasn't. All right, once again, we have Lily Smith at third, Tiny Henderson at second, and Emma Flaster at the plate with 2 outs. She's got no balls, 1 strike. Ball hit down the third base line. That is going to clear everybody. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and she is going for third. And she is safe at third. So a triple for Emma Flaster. All right, that makes the score 5-4. All right, so we have Emma Flaster at third. Kylie Kinsler is batting. And they called a strike there. Like I say, it was one, but they called it. No balls, 1 strike on Kylie Kinsler, the pitcher. Strike 2, swing and a miss. Emma Flaster down on third base, 60 feet away from tying this game. And that ball hit the pitcher's thigh again, was mishandled, so there's ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Catcher did keep it in front of her, though, so Flaster could not come home. And there's a little blooper into right field. And she is on with a single, and Flaster is in to score. We have a tied game. All right. Ball high on Morgan Jones, first base. She is struck out both times up. So we have a brand new ball game tied up at 5. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike with Kylie Kinsler down on first base. Having to shield her eyes so she can see. The sun is right in her eyes looking at the bat. And ball gets past the catcher, and Kinsler is into second. So she is in scoring position. 2 balls, 1 strike on Morgan Jones. 2 outs. Runner on second. Go ahead run is on second. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Very unusual. But that's 3 outs, but Elsberry got their 5 runs. So we now have a tied ball game at 5 as we go into the 5th inning.
You're listening to the Indian Sports Network, courtesy of the Elsberry Democrat. Log on to www.elsberrydemocrat.com today.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right, now these girls need to get their defense down. That's the kind of inning that can really get the momentum going. Get their defense down and hold Montgomery County here. So we have number 2, Renee Finke, the right fielder, is leading off for Montgomery County. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Little dribbler to third base, throw over to first, and she's got her. So 1 out brings up Haley Johnson, center field. She struck out her first time up and flew out to center field her second time up. High fly ball into left field. Flaster is under it and has it. So quick, 2 outs. Andrea Knapp is up now. Knapp. She's their left fielder, number 9. Ball hit to third base. Over to first. And I think there was 4 pitches in that half of an inning. And that was a 5-3 put out. And we go into the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is tied 5-5.
People's Bank and Trust invites everyone to come to the game, the high school sports games that are going on right now. All area teams have put a great amount of effort and time in to perfect their skills, and they are ready to play. Support the community schools and students by cheering them on to a great season of games. People's Bank and Trust proudly supports the area teams and looks forward to seeing you at each and every game.
Whether it's balls and strikes, fouls, or flags, your referees and game officials are a vital part of high school athletics. If you've ever tried your hand at officiating, you know how hard these men and women work, and you certainly know that they would never miss a call intentionally. Keep these things in mind as you attend sporting events. After all, respecting officials and authority figures is one of the most valuable lessons that we could teach our students. This message has been brought to you by your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association.
All right, we lead off this 5th inning, the bottom of the 5th inning, with Bella Mawsey. She had a base hit her last time up. There's a ball out into left field, and it's missed. And so she is into second, standing up. So a leadoff double for Bella Mawsey here in this 5th inning. Brings up Peyton Robinson. Runner at second, nobody out. Swing and a miss, strike one. Peyton Robinson flied out to the pitcher her last time up. There's a foul ball back behind us. Strike two. No balls, 2 strikes. Ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Mozzie out at second base. Peyton Robinson with 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. There's 1 out. Brings up Kelsey Flaster. Base hit both times up for her tonight. Ball 1. Ball hit to second base, over to first and out, but it does advance Bellamazzi to third. So with 2 outs, Mackenzie Gladney is up to bat. She's walked and hit a double tonight. And she has Bellamazzi down at third base, 60 feet away from taking the lead. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Ball 1. Once again, Mozzie does not want to come across diagonally on that field. She wants to cross home plate. Foul ball, remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's another foul ball down to first base line. Still 1 ball, 2 strikes. Pitch ready to come in. There's 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. Bellamazzi at third, 60 feet away from taking the lead. There's a ground ball to first base. She picks it up and easy out there for out number 3. Bellamazzi is stranded at third base. And so at the end of 5, we still have a tied ball game at 5.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world, but here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker. At our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about, we all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We take the time to know you and your healthcare needs. Most prescriptions are filled in 15 minutes or less, and we offer free local delivery and a friendly and knowledgeable staff to answer your questions. Better service, better value, better healthcare. Locally owned and operated and proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Okay, here we go to the top half of the sixth inning. We have a score of 5-5. Tied up here from two, on paper, evenly matched teams, and they are showing that in this game, too, that they are evenly matched. Finally, in the fourth inning, the Elsberry girls decided to get their bats going. So we'll see how their defense. We have Addison Massey up to bat for Montgomery County. She takes a call, strike one. Ball one. Shadows are just about gone. I guess looking out there, I can see Flaster on second base is having to look into the sun. Swing and a miss, strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's what I like to see. There's a smile on Kylie's face out there. That means she's relaxed. Foul ball, remains 1 ball, 2 strikes. Kylie Kinsler is a cool athlete. Watched her all last year in basketball. Ball hit to third. Throw is over in time. Peyton Robinson fumbled that ball around a little bit, but again stayed calm, picked it up, got the ball thrown over to first base for the first out. Brings up Selena Allen, their designated player, with 1 out and nobody on. All right, well, they just made a... They have number 11, Chloe Betke is batting. So Chloe Betke batting for Selena Allen. She takes ball 1. There's a foul tip, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. One ball, 2 strikes. Ball is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball hit up the middle. Tyra knocked it down and made a beautiful throw over there, but just offline enough. So Chloe Betke is on with the single. And I'm smelling barbecue someplace. So, 1 out hit for Chloe Betke. Brings up Carissa Doyle. There's a foul tip behind us. Strike 1. She struck out her last time up. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 runner on first. Foul tip Strike two. Ball hit back to Tyra, over to second, and not quite in time to first. They did get the leadoff runner. It was a close play at first, but not quite in time to get her. So Carissa Doyle is on with the fielder's choice. So with 2 outs, Carissa Doyle on first. We now have Brooklyn Fisher, dangerous hitter. Ball hit just over Tyra's head. Flaster out there in left field gets the ball in quickly to second base, but not in time. So two runners on for Sam Queetham. Ball gets down. They throw down to first, but not in time. Meanwhile, 1 ball, no strikes on Sam Queetham. 2 outs, 2 runners on. High fly ball, and Tiny is on the run, and I don't want to jinx her, but if she gets under that ball, she's going to catch it. So 2 runners left on, no runs scored. We go into the bottom of the 6th inning with a tied ball game, 5-5.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy, we know what a pharmacy is meant to be. We have numerous programs to help your wallet as well as save precious time. Save money with our RX Savings Club program, and you can save time with our medication synchronization program, where we fill your prescriptions at the same time each month. We also offer our medication adherence program to help you remember to take your medications on time as prescribed by your doctor. Better value, better service, better health care. Locally owned and operated, and proud to be your local independent pharmacy in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com. Hi, my name is Jerry Callahan, pharmacist and owner of the medicine shops in Troy and Elsberry Pharmacy. We strive every day to bring better service, better value, and better health care to our friends in our communities. We want to say thank you for your support, and we're proud to be your local independent pharmacies in Elsberry and Troy. Visit us online at medicineshoprx.com.
Okay.
At Elsberry Pharmacy and Medicine Shop in Troy.
One of these days I'll learn to work this stuff. Okay, stopped. All right, we are back for the bottom of the 6th inning, the home half of the 6th inning, and brings up leading off is Tiny Henderson. She is grounded out to second base first time up, and she walked her second time up. She's up now with nobody on. They're playing her in. Third base is in about halfway to home plate. So is second base. Second base is in almost even with the pitcher. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Call strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And there's call strike 3. So leadoff strikeout brings up Tyra Henderson. She walked her first time up, grounded out to short, and flied out to center field her last time up, but it was an RBI sacrifice. So with 1 out, Tyra Henderson up to bat. There's a call strike. Ball 1. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. And there's a hit out into center field. It's going all the way to the fence. She's going to go into second and hold up there. So a 1-out double for Tyra Henderson. Brings up Emma Flaster. So the go-ahead run is on second base with 1 out. Here we are in the bottom of the 6th. 1 out, 1 on. Emma Flaster up to bat. Sharply hit foul ball to the right side, strike 1. She had a 2-run triple her last time up in the 4th inning, part of that 5-run rally. Ball outside, 1-1. Ball hit to first, and she is out at first, but Tyra Henderson is now on third base. Brings up number 15, Kylie Kinsler, the pitcher. Once again, we have the situation of runner down on third. Tyra Henderson's only 60 feet away. She's only 60 feet away from being the go-ahead run. Ball 1 on Kinsler. She's got all kinds of room right over the pitcher's head. Ball 2. She has left center. She's got about 40 acres out there of left center. And there was a questionable call there. So 2 balls, 1 strike. Three balls, 1 strike. There's a foul ball behind us. So we have a full count with 2 outs. 3 and 2 on Kinsler, 2 outs. Tyra Henderson, very lonely down there on third base, just 60 feet away from being the go-ahead run. There's ball 4. So a 2-out walk. Elsberry now has runners on first and third. They got runners at the corner, and the normally dangerous Morgan Jones up to bat. Tonight has not been her night. So she's up to bat, batting from the right side. And call strike 1. And Kinsler's down at second, unopposed. Foul ball, strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Morgan having trouble making connection with that ball tonight. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Unbelievable. That girl just doesn't let that happen. So 2 runners left on. They couldn't get them home, and so the score is still tied going into the 7th inning.
Since 1995, Heartland Restoration has specialized in all types of masonry repairs, concrete restoration, above and below grade waterproofing, snow removal, epoxy joint repair or replacement, and all types of floor coatings. Our mission is to serve you with over 35 years of experience, someone you can trust to do the job right the first time. If you have a project, big or small, please give us a call. Heartland Restoration, 314-993-6377.
All right, here we go into the 7th inning. Score is tied 5-5. Montgomery County's bringing up number 6, Ashley Queetham, shortstop. She struck out her last time up. These Elsberry ladies need to stay relaxed. Just do their job out in the defense. Sun is completely gone, so that shouldn't be a problem. We do have the lights on. So Ashley Queetham, their shortstop. Kinsler looking in for some signs. Foul tip, strike 1. Ball hit to Tyra. Over to first, and she is out. 6-3 put out there for the first out of the 7th inning. Brings up Renee Finke, number 2, right field. There is a call, strike 1. Ball hit right back to Kylie. Over to first. 2 outs. And number 8, Haley Johnson, center field. She's coming up. 2 outs is good, but I've seen so many rallies happening with 2 outs. I'm not jinxing anything here. There's a call, strike. Tonight, Johnson has struck out, fly it out to center, and fly it out to left. Ball one. Ball hit to Tyra, throws over and not in time. That was a deep, deep throw for Tyra. Even with the cannon she's got, that would have taken an Ozzie Smith type throw. Brings up Andrea Knapp with a runner on first and 2 outs. Swing and a miss, strike one. Ball hit to second base, over to first and got her. So 4-3 put out for the third out of the 7th inning. All right, here we go into the bottom of the 7th. This is where the Elsberry ladies need to do something. 1 run is all it takes.
Here at People's Bank and Trust, new technology improves our lives. We all know that. But when it comes to your money, wouldn't you just as soon deal with real people rather than recordings and electronics fingerprinting of the mega banks? We put technology to work so we can have more time for you. We're your community bank. People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
All right, bottom of the 7th inning. Bella Mozzie leading off. She's led off several innings here in this game. And she's gotten on every time, too. She's been hit by the pitch, had a single, and a double. So now here in the 7th inning, her job is to get on and come around and score. Hopefully Bella Mozzie will be the winning run for this game. Score is tied 5-5, bottom of the 7th. There's a foul ball back here to the left side, strike one. Ball hit right back to the pitcher, over to first, and she didn't get on this time. Brings up Peyton Robinson. She struck out her last time up. So with 1 out, no runners on, Peyton Robinson needs to get it started here. She squared to bunt. Takes ball 1. Ball 2. She's showing bunt. Pulls it back, takes ball 3. And 4 straight pitches, and Peyton Robinson is on first base. So the winning run is now on the base paths. Peyton Robinson on first base with Kelsey Flaster up to bat. She's had 2 hits tonight and grounded out her last time up. And she took one in the thigh. And she's kind of limping down to first base. So, just like that, Mackenzie Gladney up to bat. She's had a double tonight and a walk. And we have Peyton Robinson on second base in good scoring position. To be honest, she's the only runner that really counts. Don't want to take anything away from Kelsey Flaster, but one run wins this game. So infield is playing in for Mackenzie Gladney with one out. And there's a ball hit right to second base, and they double up Flaster. Line drive right to second base. So we are going into the 8th inning.
Everybody knows that high school sports generate suspense, excitement, and drama.
They also generate higher grade point averages, stronger work habits, and greater self-esteem.
Everybody knows that high school sports give us more value for our entertainment dollar.
They also give us leaders committed to strengthening communities right here in Missouri. The true value of playing sports in school can't be measured in wins and losses or dollars and cents. Studies show that participation in sports, along with other extracurricular activities, is one of the best ways to teach leadership, cooperation, accountability, and other invaluable life skills. Don't just stand on the sidelines. Encourage the young people you know to get in the game. When you do, you'll be helping them get ahead in life. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Top of the 8th inning. Score still tied, 5-5. Should be number 7, Addison Massey up to bat. She takes ball 1. She hits the ball right to second base. Over to Jones at first. Flashed her to Jones, and there's been a lot of those tonight. One out. A lot of 4-3 putouts here tonight. Should be substitute last time. Number 11, Chloe Betke. She reached on a base hit her first time up. Her only time up in the 6th inning. Call strike. There's a base hit. It dropped in right in front of Tyra. And she fell backwards. I think she's laughing, so I think she's okay. But Chloe Betke is on, and there is the go-ahead run for Montgomery County. That brings up Carissa Doyle. She reached on a fielder's choice her last time up. There's ball 1. And there is a foul ball strike. So 1 runner on. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball came skipping in. Glad he did a good job of knocking it down. Keep that runner on first. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High fly ball out into center field. Tiny's coming on strong and has it. 2 outs. She just doesn't hardly let him drop out there. I don't think she's let him drop at all this year. I'm going to have to look that up. I don't think she has an error this year. So that brings up Brooklyn Fisher, dangerous hitter. Ball outside. That was ball 2. Ball hit up the middle and gets past Flaster, but Tiny was there to get it and hold the runner at second. So Chloe Betke at second base with 2 outs. Brooklyn Fisher at first. Brings up Sam Queetham. Go-ahead runs are on the base paths for Montgomery County. Ball is in the dirt, but Gladney keeps it down underneath her. All right, 1 ball, no strikes. Montgomery County has 2 runners on, and there's 2 outs. Kylie looking in, getting signals. Ball hit to second base, and that should be runner interference, and it was. All right. Runner coming from first to second from Montgomery County interfered with the fielder, and so she was called out, and that is the 3rd out. So we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Score is still tied 5-5.
These days, the concept of value matters more than ever. And you'd be hard-pressed to find a better value than high school sports. Extracurricular activities, including sports, make up about 2% of the budget for a typical Missouri high school. In return, participation in sports promotes citizenship and sportsmanship. Sports also instill a sense of community pride and teach lifelong lessons about cooperation and self-discipline. They encourage physical fitness. They produce community leaders. By offering so many benefits to the community for such a small percentage of a school's overall budget, it's easy to see why high school sports are one of the best bargains around. The real cost would come from not having them at all. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the Missouri State High School Activities Association and the Missouri Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
All right, here's another chance. Bottom of the 8th inning, score tied 5-5. Tiny Henderson leading off. She is leading off for Elsberry in the bottom of the 8th. It's been the longest game of the season for Elsberry this year. They are playing her in, swing and a miss, strike 1. Ball 1. She struck out looking her last time up. She's walked and grounded out to second base tonight. Ball 2. Ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. And there's ball 4. So Tiny draws a walk. And the winning run, once again, is on first base. All right, brings up her sister, Tyra Henderson, shortstop. She doubled her last time up. She flied out to center field tonight with an RBI and has walked and grounded out to short. Call strike 1. So nobody out. 1 runner on. Foul ball back behind it, goes into the baseball field. So no balls and 2 strikes on Tyra Henderson. The winning run is on first base. Nobody out. There's ball 1, and Tiny is off to the races, and she is into second base unopposed. So now Tiny Henderson is in scoring position with nobody out. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tyra. There's a high fly foul ball over to third base, and she has it for the out. All right, Tiny had to stay at second base. With 1 out, brings up Emma Flaster. She had a 2-run triple in the 4th inning. And there is a strike 1. She squared up to bunt and took a strike. Another foul ball back behind us. Goes into the baseball field. No balls, 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Winning run is on second base. There is a throw down to third base, and Tiny is in third base with a stolen base. So now the winning run is just 60 feet away. Emma Flaster with 1 ball and 2 strikes. There's 2 balls, 2 strikes. All Emma Flaster needs to do is get this ball out of the infield. And that should do it. The catch is made. Oh! The catch was made, so an out, but Tiny had already taken off. And so she had to go back to third base. Oh, my goodness. So now with 2 outs, Kylie Kinsler's up. What a shame. If Tiny would have stayed on third, of course you can if, but if she would have stayed there, she could have scored easily with that. Okay, they put Kylie Kinsler on. And they're pitching to Morgan Jones, who has not had any success tonight. Kylie's now on second base. But that's meaningless. She's on second, but that is meaningless because Tiny's the only run that counts. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Strike one, ball one. Foul tip, strike two. Tiny Henderson, all she is 60 feet away from winning this game. There's a fly ball to second base and out number 3. So at the end of 8 innings, score is still tied 5-5.
Are you familiar with or have you experienced water damage in your business or home? Even if the damage is small, repairs can be very costly, not to mention the unpleasant sight and smell of the damaged area. It's okay, Heartland Restoration is here to help. Give us a chance on your next project. Call 314-993-6377 today.
Ever wonder where your hard-earned money goes when you deposit it? It stays here, at home, to help make living here what we've all come to expect. We've got everything the mega banks do, but we've made a commitment to our community. So when you're looking for the right bank, see People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Okay, I'm not sure what happened to the focus on this thing, but I'm trying to get it focused back in. For whatever reason, it is focused on it's focused on the fence and not on the game. There's a base hit out into left center, and she is heading for second. So a leadoff double for Montgomery County. And like I said, I'm working on this, but I don't know if it's because the light has changed or what, but I can't get it to focus. I'm working on it. Yeah, you can almost see what's going on. I'll work on this as soon as we get a break in the game. I think it's just because the fence is showing up so well. And with that bunt, Montgomery County has runners at the corners. And Haley Johnson is up to bat. And there is a base hit up the middle. And Montgomery County took the lead right there. So, while Montgomery County's taking the lead, it is not clear to you, I know. There's a high fly ball into left field. Throw is into, they didn't even bother with the throw into home. And there's another run for Montgomery County. So, score is 7-5 here in the top of the ninth. One out. And I apologize for this camera. I cannot seem to get it to focus. We have Andrea Knapp up to bat right now in the ninth inning. Takes 2 balls. Foul ball, Gladney could not quite get to it. It is just not focusing. It refuses to focus on anything except the fence. There's a call strike, 3-2. It's worse now than it was. And there's strikeout. Yep, I just cannot get this to focus. And there's another run for Montgomery County. So the score is 8-5 going into the bottom of the ninth. All right, finally got it focused back. All right. I'm sorry you missed all of that. There was nothing good there that happened. So we're going into the bottom of the ninth inning. Montgomery County, they are leading 8-5 now. Okay, Bellamazzi leading off. And now I've lost my second ink pen for the night. Right back to first base. 1 out. Brings up Peyton Robinson. Hard hit ball out into center field, and it drops. And she is in for at least 2, and she's going to go for 3. Peyton Robinson with a stand-up triple. So with 1 out, Peyton Robinson is on third base. Brings up Kelsey Flaster. Call strike 1. Ball. That ball was caught by. It was caught by the left fielder, but Robinson does score. So there's 2 outs, and the score is now 8-6. So with 2 outs, Mackenzie Gladney up to bat. Nobody on. Here's a call strike. Ball outside. Ball hit to second base, and it gets through. So, Kenzie Gladney is on first. The tying run is coming to the plate. All right, they've put in Lily Smith to run for Mackenzie Gladney. All right, Tiny Henderson up to bat. She has walked twice tonight. And Lily Smith on her way to second base, and she is in there. So with 2 outs, Elsberry still showing some life. One ball, no strikes on Tiny. There's a call strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Elsberry down to their last strike here. Lily Smith on second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Tiny Henderson. She is at the plate representing the tying run. Ball 2. And it drops, and everybody is safe. So Tiny Henderson on with a bunt right halfway to the pitcher. So the tying run is at first base. Brings up Tyra Henderson. Okay. 2 outs. Lily Smith at third. Tiny Henderson at second. The go-ahead run is at the plate in the form of Tyra Henderson. There's a foul ball. Goes into the outfield of the baseball field. Strike one. Tyra is the only Elsberry player to have any home runs this year. She's got 3. Ball high. Another foul ball off to the right side. Right fielder could not get to it. So once again, Elsberry's down to their last strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 runners on. Tyra at the plate, and she is representing the winning run. Tiny at first base representing the tying run. There is ball 2, and Tiny is down at second base now. That is significant because the tying run is now at second base. There's ball 3. So, here we go with that classic bottom of the 9th. Full count, 2 outs. Runners on second and third. Tying run at second base. Ball hit hard. All the way to the fence. 2 runs are in. The score is tied. Tyra Henderson's tied to score with a long ball into center field. And she is at third base representing the winning run. All right, with with 2 outs, here's Emma Flaster up to bat. Tyra Henderson is only 60 feet away from winning this game. Score is tied right now at 8. Base hit is all that is needed. There's a back to the pitcher, over to first and out. So, the Lady Indians have done their job so far. And we are going into the 10th inning. Top of the 10th inning, and my scorebook doesn't go that high. So I got to see who they're going to bring up first. With having to fight with this camera last time Montgomery County was up and they got those 3 runs. I lost track of who was doing what. So the obvious thing is Elsberry needs to hold Montgomery County to no runs. Okay, we have number 21 coming up, and that is Carissa Doyle. So Carissa Doyle is up to lead off the top of the 10th. Strike one. Score is tied 8-8. Hard hit ball out into right center. It's to the fence. Okay, they got the ball in, and she is in with a stand-up double. So a leadoff double for Montgomery County brings up number 13, Brooklyn Fisher, and she's been dangerous all night. Ball gets away from her, and Doyle is down at third. Ball and a strike. And that ball gets through past second base, and the run scores. So just like that, Montgomery County goes back on top again. And looks like we're going to have some personnel change here. Sam Queetham's going to be coming up to bat. And it looks like Addison Steele is going to come in to pitch. Let's see what else they do here. They are putting Peyton Robinson, looks like out in outfield. Looks like she's going to right. And I would assume Kylie Kinzer is going to go to third. But however it is, Addison Steele is going to get some warm-up pitches. So let's take a break.
You know, the people pulling the strings are usually hard to reach in today's mega bank world. But here at People's Bank and Trust, you deal with the decision maker at our community bank, which is what good banking relationships are all about. We all live and work right here. With us, you pull the strings. We're People's Bank and Trust. Troy, Hawk Point, Winfield, O'Fallon, Elsberry, and Bowling Green. Financial security right here at home. Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Tonight's game is not only a competitive contest between these two schools, but it's also an educational experience for the students involved. Because high school activities are about learning life values, your friends at this local radio station and the Missouri State High School Activities Association remind everyone to do their part in keeping our hometown sports a positive experience for everyone. When you attend your next game, do your part to help rekindle the spirit of citizenship by showing good sportsmanship. You'll be teaching a positive lesson, and you'll be preserving a proud tradition in the state of Missouri.
All right. Sam Queetham up to bat. Swing and a miss, strike one. Still nobody out. Montgomery County's got a run across, and they have a runner at first base. Score is 9-8 in the top of the 10th. Ball one. Addison Steele now pitching. I think I already mentioned Kylie Kinsler went to third base, and Peyton Robinson went to right field. Swing and a miss, strike two. Throw down to first, not in time. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that's a first out. Brings up number 6, Ashley Queetham. One out runner on first. Ball low. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And there is 2 outs. Brings up Renee Finke, right field. There's a call strike. That went off the catcher's glove. I couldn't tell if that was a, I guess it was a strike and went off the glove, so the runner went to second. And there was strike 3. So Addison Steele comes in and strikes out the side. So now Elsberry has their job cut out for them. They need to, see, I'm going to score this. I only go to 9 innings. They don't give any extra innings on here. Score is 9-8. And Elsberry needs to get 2 runs. Let's take a break.
People's Bank and Trust knows that every minute of your day counts, so it's good to have a few time savers on your side. Take internet banking, for example. It allows you to bank from home rather than having to make an extra trip to the bank just to check your balance, transfer funds, or view recent transactions. You can even pay your bills online, eliminating a trip to the post office for stamps. Best of all, People's Bank and Trust offers all of this free of charge. Visit us online at www.pbtc.net and sign up today. Just another example of hometown banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
All right, here we are, the bottom of the 10th inning. The bottom of the 9th. Elsberry was able to get 3 runs in, but couldn't get that 4th run in to win the game. Now they have a chance to come back, get 1 run to tie, and 2 runs to win, and Kylie Kinsler's leading off. There's a call strike. Outside, ball 1. Foul ball back into the baseball field. Strike 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So 1 out in the bottom of the 10th. Brings up Morgan Jones, number 18. Ball high. Call strike one. Ball two. Ball three. 3 balls, 1 strike. Foul tip. And I'm glad there was a fence there. So full count on Morgan Jones. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So Bellamazzi, strike 1. Foul ball. Strike 2. So Elsberry's down to their last strike. Stayed alive. Foul ball. Still no balls, 2 strikes. Scoreboard saying 1 out, but there's 2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And Montgomery County takes this game in 10 innings. They take this game by a score of 9-8. Hard-fought game from both teams. Elsberry had a couple of opportunities to win this, and mistake on the base running, and mainly back through the game where allowed a little bit of defensive errors, allowed Montgomery County to get some scores in there. But either way, we played 10 innings, and you got to give Elsberry credit for coming back in the bottom of the 9th and scoring those 3 runs when they were down 8-5. They scored those 3 runs and came back and were very close to going ahead and taking this game, but it didn't happen. And so they are now 9-7 on the season, and we move on to Thursday night for their final game, and it'll be against Silex right here at Elsberry. So at 5 o'clock Thursday afternoon, come on out to the ballpark and watch the game. If you can't, then turn this on and listen to my broadcast. But either way, we will be here for this game Thursday night, and hopefully it'll be a little less exciting than this one. This was an exciting game, that is for sure. Didn't come out the way we wanted it to, but they don't always do that, but it was exciting. So anyway, from Elsberry, where we just watched the Lady Indians go down in defeat 9-8 by the hands of the Montgomery County Wildcats. This is Kenny Masterson saying good night for the Indian Sports Network, and we will see you again Thursday. Good night.